The transfer big guys, is that, you know, seeing that they can run the floor, is that a matter of just seeing that on film, or do you do more extensive practice?
No, you can tell. I mean, we watch a lot of film. Ben Crickey, he really runs. Evan can run as well, but Evan's a little different. He's from Iowa City. I watched him in high school. I watched him for 2 years in every game because he played with Patrick. So those two guys are athletes. They just happen to be 6'9".
Obviously, Chris and Keegan did a lot while they were at Iowa, but how much do you bring them up in recruiting now of showing, like, you know, what, you know, if you come to Iowa to be able to get to the next level? Is that something that comes up or not really?
No, it comes up. Really proud of Chris and Keegan with what they've become, how they represented our program, our school, how they worked and continued to get better, played themselves into the first round. In particular, if you're recruiting somebody that's of similar size, we talk about how we utilize their complete skill set. You know, we didn't just post them up. We didn't just let them shoot threes. Shoot threes, post up, rip and drive, take it coast to coast, play with that level of freedom to put your entire skill set on display, because that helps us win, but it also helps them specifically in their pursuit to get to the NBA. You know, we talk about their journey. You know, a lot of kids get obsessed with what their high school ranking is. Their ranking was really low. But, you know, one went 4, one went 23. That's pretty high ranking. And that's the only ranking that matters. Where you were ranked in high school is kind of irrelevant. But, you know, talked about a lot. And people want you to know he's a top 50 guy. So therefore he's great. But there are top 50 guys in the same class, and Keegan Berry was the 4th pick, and they weren't so great. Okay, what are the characteristics that make you great? That's what Keegan and Chris had.
Is without like giving away a, you know, secret or anything, what are there things you look for that allow you to kind of find those hidden gems in high school?
We always focus on character. I mean, I could bring anybody with me into a gym and you'll be able to pick out the best player. You'll be able to pick out a guy that, okay, maybe he's not there yet physically, maybe he's not there yet, but we can see it coming. But it'll never happen unless they're really good people. So we try to get to know them, get to know their families, talk to their coaches, talk to their parents, talk to their AAU people, watch them in different environments. You could watch those two guys and say, okay, they're going to work, and there's not going to be any issues ever. You know, academic issues, issues off the floor. They're going to be in the gym, they're going to be in the weight room, they're going to be at class, they're going to be asleep, they're going to be at dinner, taking care of their bodies. The professional approach to this thing has to happen early, because the ones that, you know, are more interested in the other stuff, they fail. So we don't get it right every time, but we're pretty good at identifying guys that have the character to be successful, and the work ethic and the intelligence. Because those guys are going to care about each other. They're going to move and share the ball. They're not going to be selfish. Both of those guys were content to be the leading scorer or not. We win. That's what we're looking for.
Not like asking you to name anybody, but have there been guys that you've passed on because they're really good players, but you just didn't feel character-wise or whatever, they fit into what you wanted?
Immediately, we pass on guys that if we identify issues that we're not comfortable with, because those issues will manifest themselves down the road. They don't go away. So we're not dealing with that. You know, if we're dealing with issues, we're not making progress towards winning. We're not developing our guys, because they monopolize your time and the assistant coach's time and other people in the athletic department's time, when you should be spending time with other guys that need help. You know, they need to grow. They're a little behind. They're young. Their bodies aren't there yet, so we spend more time with them in the weight room, or maybe a little skill development. But when they're locked in, then they'll improve, and they'll eventually produce. Eventually we want them to have a great experience. But it only takes one guy to destroy a locker room.
Fran, how frustrating is it when you